For dinner tonight, I think it's game 5 of the World Series. So we're going to be having homemade pizzas. I bought these pita breads back in August. Long time they've been in my refrigerator, and I was going to make some shawarmas with them using like chicken and cucumber and red onion and all kinds of Greek stuff. But I never got around to it. So now I'm going to take them out, and I hope they're still good. And if they are, we're going to have pizza on top of them. So I've got some pizza sauce. I've got a yellow bell pepper. I prefer yellow or orange bell pepper over green. I've got some mushrooms that need to be used up. I have a tomato. I've got some onion that I'm going to put on it. I've got a paper towel that's in the way that shouldn't be there. And I'm going to use some black olives also on it. I also have cheese, so I'll be putting cheese on them. So let's get to cooking. Okay, they look fine. There's no mold or anything on them. They might be a little hard and stale, but they're going to be really good for pizza. So we'll spread on the sauce and cheese and put the toppings on. Put it in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes, and dinner will be done. All right, we put all the vegetables, the cheese, and the pizza sauce on. So we're going to put it in the oven for about 20-25 minutes at 350 and see how it goes. All right, here it is, the pizza, cold, frosty, sudsy beverage, and we are going to be watching the World Series, so go Arizona. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make chicken spaghetti. I have some thin spaghetti. This package had been opened in the pantry for a very long time, so I want to use that up. So I have that boiling until it gets a little bit soft. It doesn't need to be completely cooked. That's enough. I've got some cream of mushroom soup in my pan. I did spray this pan, and I have some plain Greek yogurt and some sour cream to make it a little bit more creamy. I've got some cut up chicken here. And I also have some cut up mushrooms, and I have a yellow bell pepper that I used on my pizza a couple nights ago, and there's just a little bit left, so I need to use that up. I've got some old celery that needs to be used up, so I chopped that up, and then some onion that I chopped up. So I'm going to put this all together. Oh, and I have a bunch of open cheeses that I need to use up. So I'm going to put it all together, put cheese in it, sprinkle cheese on top, put it in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes, and dinner will be done. Let me make a mess while I'm doing it. Okay, I got it all mixed up, but I feel like it's too dry, so I think I'm going to add another can of cream of something soup, just because I like my stuff saucy. But I might just add some pasta water to it. We'll see. I just added some pasta water to it, and I think that made it a lot creamier. So now I'm going to top it with cheese and put it in the oven. Okay, so the casserole is ready, so it's plenty creamy and soupy and saucy. So adding that extra pasta water really helped a lot. And then we have I had made some French style green beans and some sweet white corn to go with it. And then we're having crescent rolls also. So that's what we're having for dinner on Friday. So happy Friday! For dinner tonight, we are having ribs that I got at Albertsons. Really, really good deal. Some of these zero sugar Bush's beans that we got free from Ibotta at Walmart. And a zucchini that I steamed, which cost about a whole 50 cents. Heart Healthy red wine and beautiful candlelight. So happy Saturday night. And also we have crescent rolls. which were really, really cheap too. So that's our cheap dinner tonight. For dinner tonight, we're having leftover chicken spaghetti, leftover corn and green beans, and some steamed asparagus and crescent rolls. So happy Sunday. Happy Sunday night dinner. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make surprise tacos. I do love tacos, and I eat them at least once a week. So I have some of this chicken that I like to get. So I'm going to dice it up and add some taco seasoning to it. I'm going to put the brown rice in a skillet because I prefer it in the skillet rather than microwaved. I'm going to heat up my can of black beans. I love these black beans. I've got these new handy dandy taco racks, so I'm going to make my taco shells on these. So I'm just going to spray them with oil. I'm not going to spray them with oil. Well, it is oil. I'm going to spray them with Pam and put them in the oven on this flat just to get them soft first. And once they're soft, then I'll place them on here. And they cook up nice and crisp in the oven without a ton of oil. And I have lettuce, tomato, and onion, and shredded cheese also, so let's get to cooking. And here it is, tacos, brown rice, and black beans, and I like to make a chip, and heart-healthy red wine, so that's what we are having for dinner tonight. All right, for dinner tonight, I'm going to make a shrimp and vodka sauce, and I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I looked up some recipes online and I'm just gonna wing it. So I have some shrimp over here that I had in my freezer for a while, and they need to be used up because I'm trying to get my freezer cleared out so I can get a turkey in it. So I thawed it and peeled it and took the tails off. It's raw shrimp, so I think it's gonna work, but I don't have any idea what I'm doing really. Okay, so I'm going to saute some onion in some oil with some minced garlic, and I think you're supposed to put some crushed red pepper in there, so I'm going to put that in it. You're supposed to use heavy whipping cream. I don't have any, so I'm going to use some milk and some sour cream and some Greek yogurt, and that's just going to have to sub for whipping cream. And I'm going to use a can of crushed tomatoes. And I'm going to put some vodka in it. I think about 1/4 to 1/2 cup, something like that. And then I'm also going to put this in it because I need to use this up. And then I'm going to cook up the pasta and saute. I think I'm going to saute onions and garlic and then the shrimp, and then put in the crushed tomatoes and the whipping cream and see how it all goes. So let's get to cooking. Okay, so the shrimp and the onion are cooking really nicely. I'm gonna get this pasta going here. My water's not boiling yet because I thought it was gonna start boiling really fast, but then I turned it down and now it's not. So I'm gonna add some crushed red pepper to this and some garlic, and then I'm gonna add the crushed tomatoes, vodka, and my fake heavy whipping cream. I'm not even sure what order to do it, so I'll start with vodka. Okay, that's about 1/4 to 1/2 cup. Okay, then we will add the crushed tomato and the heavy whipping cream. Okay, my water's about to boil. Also, we're going to have some garlic hot dog buns. And we also have a salad. Well, it looks good and it tastes good. I tasted it. I put some oregano in it. I don't have any Italian seasoning, so I put oregano. I put some seasoned salt because these crushed tomatoes were no salt added. And I put a blop of sour cream and a blop of the Greek yogurt, and I put the power greens in. So we're just going to stir this around and let this simmer, and then when the pasta gets done we'll add it and dinner will be ready. I added the pasta and it is very saucy, which I do like my stuff saucy, but I probably should have had more pasta and less sauce, but that's the way it is. And I'm going to add some Parmesan and some Parmesan cheese. This is what I'm going to add, this Parmesan Romano and Asiago shaved cheese. I'm going to add it inside, and I'm also going to sprinkle some on top. So I will show you when it's all plated up. Yes, I have a big mess going on. That's what happens when I cook. I just make a big giant mess. It's been simmering for about 5 or 10 minutes, so the sauce really thickened up a lot. So it is really looking good. I can't wait to eat it. I tasted it. It's a little on the unsalty side, but that's okay. You can always add salt, and then this more of this salty Parmesan Romano and Asiago cheese on top. So it's going to be really good. I'm excited for this dinner. And here it is, the shrimp, the pasta with shrimp vodka sauce extraordinaire with the hot dog garlic toast and a salad to go with it. So that is what we are having tonight. So happy Thursday. For breakfast, we will have pancakes, eggs, and sausages. So I have my egg pans heating up. I like mine over easy. My husband likes his scrambled. I have the veggie sausages cooking, and I have my pan getting nice and hot for pancakes. These, I really like these. They're Weight Watcher pancakes, but they make 3 or 4 good-sized pancakes. So let's get to cooking. And here's breakfast. 2 eggs. They were supposed to be over easy. They might have gotten over medium to hard, but that's okay. And 4 pancakes and sausage and hot black coffee and bananas for my pancakes. So that's breakfast for Friday morning. For dinner tonight, it is Friday night and it is bunko night, so I am making chicken spaghetti. So I have some pasta boiling here. There's some spaghetti in there, but there's also some bucatini because I ran out of spaghetti. So I have that boiling up, and then I'm going to add 3 cans of cream of something soup. So I've got 1 cream of mushroom, 2 cream of chickens. I'm going to add a bunch of cheese. I have these cheddar slices that don't usually get used up, so I'm going to put it in there and then sprinkle cheese on top. I'm going to put in I need to use up this light sour cream, and I need to use up this sour cream, and I need to use up the Greek yogurt, so I'm going to use that in the chicken spaghetti also. And then we're going to put chopped onions, orange bell pepper, and celery in the chicken spaghetti. And then we're going to mix it all up and put it in this baking dish that I've sprayed with cooking spray, and we'll cook it at 350 for about 45 minutes to an hour. So let's get to cooking. Pasta's boiling good. And we're also going to put in a pack of this chicken. We mixed everything in the pan. The 3 cans of cream of bleep soup and a bunch of cheese and the sour cream and the Greek yogurt and some slices of cheddar cheese, and then I sprinkled a couple of bags of cheese on top, and I'm going to spread it out and put it in the oven. Now you can mix all this up in a different bowl and then pour it in there, but I like to just not use up an extra bowl because I already have a bunch of pans going here. I've already got the biggest mess in the world going. I don't need any more. So, all right, let's put it in the oven and get to cooking. Okay, now we're going to make apple dump cake. So I have a 9 by 13 glass pan. I'm going to spray it with some cooking spray. I'm going to dump some apple pie filling in it. I accidentally got this no sugar kind, so I'm just going to mix them together. And I'm going to dump that in there. I'm going to dump cake mix on top and slice 2 sticks of butter and put that on top. And I'm also going to sprinkle some cinnamon on it to give it a little bit extra. So that's what we're having for dessert tonight. All right, I dumped both cans in the pan because we'll just get it used up. And then what you do is you just dump this cake mix on top. dump the dry cake mix on, then slice up 2 sticks of butter, put it on top, and then bake it in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes to an hour, or until it's golden brown and bubbly and delicious. And I forgot the cinnamon, so I will sprinkle it on right now. You can put it on anytime. You can put it in with the apples, you can put it in with the cake mix, you can put it on top of the butter. It doesn't really matter. For breakfast on Sunday morning, we are having eggs, hash browns, veggie sausage. This is the Morningstar hot sausage, hot and spicy. It's good. And we are having cinnamon raisin toast to go with it. We also have fresh strawberries and sliced bananas and good strong hot black coffee. So that is breakfast for Sunday morning. For dinner tonight, on Sunday night, we're having the leftover pasta with shrimp vodka sauce stuff and salad and a garlic hot dog bun. So that is what we are having for dinner tonight. We're going to make pumpkin dump cake today. So these are the ingredients that you need. A can of evaporated milk, a can of pumpkin. This is a 16-ounce can. I'm going to use pumpkin pie spice, 2 teaspoons. Alternatively, you could use 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and nutmeg and ginger and cloves. And 2 sticks of butter, 3 eggs, and a box of cake mix and some chopped pecans. This is not quite enough, but this is all I have, so that's what I'm going to use. So we're going to mix up the eggs, the milk, and the pumpkin, and the spices, and also I need a 1.5 cups of sugar. Okay, here's my sugar. I'm going to mix all these ingredients together except for the butter and the cake mix. And then we will pour it into a 9x13 glass baking pan, sprinkle the cake mix on top, and slice the butter on top, and then sprinkle pecans. We will bake it at 350 for about 45 minutes. I'm going to slightly beat the eggs and add the milk and the pumpkin and the sugar and all the spices. Okay, we have the eggs, the canned pumpkin, the pumpkin pie spice, 3 eggs. I said that. Okay, we mixed up 3 eggs, the can of pumpkin, the can of milk, 2 heaping teaspoons full of the pumpkin pie spice, 1.5 cups of sugar, and now we're going to pour it in this 9x13 baking pan and sprinkle the cake mix on top. It's ready to go into the oven. We will put it in a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes to 1 hour, or until it is golden brown. For dinner tonight, we are having frozen pizza, which is the DiGiorno Classic Crust Pepperoni, and the sweet kale and cranberry salad with a cold frosty drink. And darling husband is having the big bad wolf. So happy Monday night. The moneymaker big bad wolf, we like it. $3.50 at Albertsons, and you get $5 back in your PayPal immediately. So very good deal. That's what we're having for dinner tonight. Here it is out of the oven, all golden brown, and it smells really, really good. So that is pumpkin dump cake. It is best served warm with either Cool Whip or ice cream. For dinner tonight, we're going to make a pasta bake and use up some stuff that needs using up. So I have these mozzarella sticks that have been in my refrigerator for a long time, but they're all sealed up and fine. I know they're past the date, but I'm just going to dice them up. I'm going to make a pasta bake. So I'm going to put some of this pasta in the pan, add some ragu to it. Put some dollops of cottage cheese on it. We got this at Albertsons for $1.49 on the pick 4, and then you got $1.25 back from Ibotta, so 24 cents is really good. And I have a bunch of cheeses that I want to use up. This is not exactly Italian, but that's okay. Then I have this Italian cheese blend that is opened, and this one is open and needs to be used up. And then I have some mozzarella also, and then we will have some garlic bread made out of these hot dog buns from September. So let's get to cooking. We're just gonna pour our pasta in here. We're not even gonna cook it. We're just gonna pour it in the pan, and we're gonna add some pasta sauce, and we will also add water, and then we will put some dollops of cottage cheese on it. Sprinkle all the cheese on top. We'll dice up the mozzarella and put that in there. We'll dice up these and put that in there, and then sprinkle the top with the cheeses. So let's get to cooking. Okay, I'll put this in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes to an hour, or until it's golden brown and bubbly, and dinner will be ready. Really quick and really easy and very, very good. After I put it in the casserole dish, then I realized, oh, I have these super greens that the best by date was November 12th. Today is November 17th. They're still okay. There's some I had to pick out, but the rest are fine. So I chopped them up and I put them in here in the corners and on the sides. And then I'm going to try to spread the cheese back on top. I'm going to put some more cheese on top to cover it up and then bake it so that I can get these greens used up also. Okay, it's out of the oven and it looks really good, so we're going to put it on the plate and have it for our dinner tonight. And here is the garlic hot dog buns. Here it is on the plate, and we are having a glass of heart healthy red wine, so happy Friday. Where's yours? For dinner tonight, I am making a New York roast that I got at Albertsons for, it's on sale this week for $5.97 a pound, so this is a little bit over 3 pounds, so it was $16 and change, and I used $14 of meat rewards and then $3 back on checkout 51, so it makes it a little bit of a money maker. So I put it in the oven at 350 for about an hour. I'm going to let it go about another 30 minutes and then turn it off and let it rest for about 30 minutes. I also have some potatoes boiling, and we're going to have mashed potatoes and some steamed broccoli to go with it. I'm going to make up some brown gravy, and I have these King's Hawaiian rolls that have been in my refrigerator for a long time, so I'll warm these up and we will have a good dinner tonight. And here is dinner: the New York roast, garlic mashed potatoes, steamed broccoli, and a King's Hawaiian roll, all warmed up in the oven, and it came out really nicely. So happy Saturday night. For dinner tonight, we are having another pasta bake and some garlic hot dog buns. And that's what we're having for Sunday night dinner. For dinner tonight, it is 1:16 in the afternoon. It is Monday, and I am going to cook my turkey. So I have my turkey in an oven bag. It's about a 15-ish pound turkey. I have it in the bag, and I'm going to turn on my oven to 325 and let it cook for 3 to 4 hours, and then let it rest for another hour, and that's what we're having for dinner tonight. And here it is, the turkey. It's really mangled, but it's going to be good, and it's kind of dry, but that's what the gravy's for. And stuffing and mashed sweet potatoes and green beans with French fried onions on top, and a brown and serve roll. And that's what we are having for dinner tonight. So happy Monday. We do like to have I can't wait for Thanksgiving dinner. I have to have it before Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving on a Monday night. For dinner tonight, we are having leftover roast that I made a few nights ago. And we're going to make it into French dip sandwiches. So I have it sliced up and warming up. And I've got some au jus gravy stuff that I'm heating up. And I've got the buns, and we're going to make the French dip sandwiches and dip it into that. And then I have some green beans warming up, and I'm making some homemade French fries because I don't have any frozen ones. So they're done. It's time to eat. And here it is, the French dip sandwiches, the French fries, and the green beans, and the juice for dipping. And that's what we're having for dinner on Wednesday night. For dinner tonight, I am making chicken wings in the oven. So I got these at Albertsons. They were $5.15, but they had a 30% off sticker. And they are the Rocky brand, so there was $1.50 back on Ibotta. So I paid $3.65, then got $1.50 back on Ibotta. So it makes them only a little bit over $2. So I am going to put these in the oven at 390 for about an hour. And I'm going to turn them over a few times, and then I'm going to put some orange sauce on them, so they're going to be like orange sauce chicken wings. And then I have this that's been in my pantry for a while, so I'm going to make a boiling bag white rice. I have some broccoli that I'm going to steam, and back here on the back burner I have this turkey neck that's simmering in water with celery, carrots, and onions. I'm going to make a turkey neck soup. But that has been simmering for a few hours. That's not going to be ready for dinner, so that's why I had to make the chicken wings. But it'll simmer all evening, and then I'll put it in the refrigerator, and we will have soup for lunches or upcoming dinners. So that's what I am working on for dinner tonight. Okay, here it is, our orange chicken wings, steamed broccoli, and white rice, and some heart-healthy red wine. So that's what we're having for a quick, easy dinner tonight. For dinner tonight, we are having the Albertsons $1.92 frozen pizza and some sweet kale and cranberry salad, and I'm just having some Mountain Dew because I'm feeling under the weather tonight. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight, I am having macaroni and cheese frozen dinner with some sweet kale salad, and I'm having ginger ale. My husband and I are both had the flu for a few days, and he is going to have pot pie tonight, and he's going to have some of the salad also. So quick, easy dinners have been happening around here, and we're so grateful to have these things. So happy Thursday. For breakfast on Saturday morning, we're going to have pancakes, bacon, and eggs. So right now I am cooking up the bacon, and I'm going to add water to these Weight Watcher pancakes. These are actually really good. So I just add water and stir them up, and then cook them on a griddle. They're supposed to be microwavable, but I prefer to add the water and cook them like a pancake. And then we will have eggs also. So I'm going to have mine over easy, and then I'll scramble my husband's eggs. And here we have our egg, bacon, banana, pancakes, blackberries and raspberries, and good hot fresh black coffee. So that's our Saturday morning breakfast. For dinner tonight, we are having frozen dinners again because they're easy. This is macaroni and cheese and broccoli, and husband's having turkey tetrazzini. So that's what we're having for dinner, and then we're going to have a little bundt cake for dessert. So that's what we're having tonight. For dinner tonight, we are having sloppy joes. So I have some ground beef that I am browning up, and once it's brown, I will add a can of manwich. This is my favorite kind of sloppy joe. I'll open a can of green beans and heat those up, and I have french fries in the oven. And that is what we are having for an easy, quick dinner tonight. And here it is, sloppy joes, french fries, and green beans, and I'm having milk with my dinner tonight. So that is what we are having for a quick, easy dinner tonight. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make steak and gravy. So I've got this round steak. This is an easy, quick dinner. I'm going to put this in the crock pot. Get it out of here with one hand. Have to do it with my hand. Just throw it in the crock pot. Put some sliced onion on top. Let this cook on high for about 3 hours or 4 hours till it gets good and brown. And then I'll put a can of cream of mushroom soup on it. And at the end of the day, we'll have steak and gravy. And then I have this big potato. This is enough potato for 2 people. I will cut that up and boil it and mash it with some garlic powder. We'll have garlic mashed potatoes and some kind of vegetables. So that's what we're having for an easy, quick dinner tonight. All right, this has been cooking on high most of the day, and then I turned it down to low. I put the cream of mushroom soup in so it's brown and got lots of good, yummy gravy, and it smells delightful. And I made garlic mashed potatoes, and we've got green beans and crescent rolls. So that's what we are having for dinner tonight. All right, here it is, the steak and gravy, mashed potatoes, green beans, and a crescent roll. And I'm having milk with my dinner tonight. Darling husband is having tea. So that's what we are having tonight. Happy Tuesday. It's not Taco Tuesday. For dinner tonight, we are having Chick-fil-A. So I had 2 free chicken sandwiches. I had a free one for my birthday. So I picked up the char-grilled one. And then I got the spicy one for darling husband. And then we have our own french fries. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight.